attorney.
Okay, welcome back. First of all, someone said that the music is somewhat quiet, so let's nope, let's put it like I mean, honestly, we can probably raise it. If it's too loud here, I can probably lower it in post, right? Probably. Oh, it gives me a controller layout. Interesting that it defaults to PlayStation controller. Yeah, cool. So, first we need to figure out how do we do this, because I said that we should go back and restart door 4. Also interesting, I just now noticed something is whispering to what I assume is... I still don't know. I mean, you kinda look like him, but not quite. This is very interesting though. Hadn't noticed that before. Also, I just noticed that this hand is kinda transparent too. Ghost hand. And white hair flowing from over here. Very curious. Okay, so inspect your memories. Man in the painting. Okay, so this is the latest one, and this is just before starting door 4. Let me just remind myself where we are here. Right, we finished the talk in this room. And then the glitch. Yeah. Okay, cool. Lovely sound there. Yeah, let's return the title. And let's go back here. And then, wait, this is way back in... No. Should reach into frame. Isn't this way back? No, not load. What's the oh, that's quick save. Uh-oh. No config. Guide. Yeah, you don't tell me anything there. Lovely. How do I skip? Which is skip? Not control. Nope, not that one. Do I really need to painstakingly go through this? Okay. Let's put it there. And nope. That's not... Which button? We need to figure that out. Nope. Not that button, not that button, not that button. Oh, B is backlog. Interesting. I mean, makes sense. Ah, wait, there we go. Okay. Call for the maid. Okay. I don't think we need to really do this. Go to the class state window. Not sure if we need to go through all of them. Oh, that's automatically skipping. How do we stop the skip? No. by repressing that. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, we just hold that. Sure. Yeah, fuck you. Lovely sound. You stared blankly at the amount of books they put themselves back on. Also, stop doing the autoplay. This is very interesting now, going back to this. And there's... I just want to check... yeah, that only that thing, but yeah. Cool. All for the maid. Maybe this would let me do something, but I'm not sure. I don't want to press it. Wait, is that something different? No. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's this animation. I feared that I'm kind of skipping or screwing something up, but no. Everything should be fine. Okay, door 4, right? Yeah, the 4th door. So let's kinda skip. Well, we don't need to read through things, but yeah. Let's at least every few lines, let's check if there has been anything new here. I assume it's only gonna start happening when the other person comes into picture. Interesting. Okay, I can press the arrow keys. Yeah, nothing there just yet. Nothing here. Yeah. I just don't want to miss any of the new dialogue that's... Oh, there was something new there. Wait. Why did it... Okay. Did it blank to thee, blank my heart, and ask thee thy forgiveness. O Father who art in heaven, I ask thee, thee to blank upon me, and blank of the way. Please have mercy on my soul or something. O Father who art in heaven, I do love thee dearly. I don't remember the how the thing goes actually. Well, first of all, I learned it in a different language. That's also one factor. Blessed be or something, praised be thy name. Please something me the... So when it started talking about God. Okay. Okay, so here it really started. O Father who art in heaven. No, didn't mean to press that. Please guide me unto salvation. O Father who art in heaven, please guide me. I can no longer remember my life. It became naught but running, when it became endless wandering in the dark. And now, when I've reached the point where I've long since forgotten my hunger and thirst, my voice has become hoarse, my vision has gone blurry, and my consciousness begun sinking into crazy morass. Yeah. The mansion appears before me. picture does. Animation on the girl's hair. Looking up towards the tower, but also towards the heaven. Oh my, just the M. I want to say that blurring just this letter here has some hidden code meaning, but I'm not really sure. Art, heaven, salvation, art, heaven. Please save me. Something me. M. Yeah. Then I shall follow your guidance. FOLL? No. Having nowhere else to go. This mention is my only salvation. So I must have faith no matter what I find. Whether spirits or wild beasts dwell within these walls, this is where I will find peace. Is anyone there? Is any there? Yeah, I don't think there's any particular meaning. I guess it is abandoned. Is abandoned? No. Yeah, the words don't really make any code. Seemingly. You never know. Maybe there is. If I tallied all of them up and then did some, I don't know, some code shifting thing, turned them into, I don't know, base 10 or I don't know. No idea how code solving works. More unusual. Okay. Scary sound. Yeah. I'm kind of waiting for him to come in the picture so we can see if there are any red texts. Oh, yeah. It's all the time when we start doing religious stuff. Please do not touch the drapes. Or the windows. Hello, Michelle. Ooh, yeah, there's a glitch there. Michelle just glitched into being. But it's not just Michelle. Yeah, it's both of them have the lines going on. My apologies. I assumed the house was abandoned. Not purely about religious stuff then. For a very long time. You mansion being blurred. I thought I had barred the front door. Interestingly censored. Left it open. I wonder if those are like keywords that are like highlighted or parts of the words at least. rings? No, I don't think so, because the M is also... Unless it's just certain letters? No. No, rings, there's an I there, but the I's are not... Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Let's just quickly go through this and check if we get any red text. I don't think I can glean any more from the excess. Transgressed. Hmm. I will do everything I can to not, yeah, stay out of your way. Hmm. First witch. Yeah. Hmm. No red text so far. Kill me. Hmm. Okay. I don't think I missed much then. Maybe one or two. No. At the very least, you won't be hunting me, or you won't try to stop me or tear off my flank or rip off from my flesh from my bones. I'm accused of being a witch. That one is not censored though, interestingly enough. Oh, there we go. I think I might have missed this one last time. So maybe it's during like transitional scenes. My lifeblood was your sustenance, your prosperity. Upon my blood did you build your lives. Sin so great it shall never be forgiven. And by my blood were your lives extinguished. This is the power granted unto me by God. My blood shall become a curse, blotting out the stars. I am the witch Morgana. Now let us begin a tale. The beautiful finale to this world. We feasted on Morgana's blood. Yeah. And that was a big sin. People won't forgive us for drinking her blood. And by my blood were your lives extinguished. So we drank her blood, it was a sin. We also died because of it. But then we're reborn or became undead or immortal or something. This is the power granted unto me by God. Is it though? Shall become a curse, blotting out the stars. Yeah, the darkness, not letting anything shine through. I am the witch Morgana. Let us begin a tale, the beautiful finale to this world. Oh boy. Yeah, so at the very least, well, I assume the white-haired girl was one of the sinners who ingested Morgana's blood. Maybe also Michelle, assuming that maybe, well, I mean, I don't know, Giselle, she could still be Morgana. We never know, but like, it very much feels like at the very least she or Michelle and or both, maybe even we, the master and the dark-haired maid, were into it as well. We'll see. And these won't be censored, I guess. Yeah. No censoring there. Cool. In that era, the mansion was a dungeon draped in darkness, yeah. There we go, a new one. You, having been trapped in perpetual darkness, found light in the same house where I withered away. Okay. She died there. So this is Morgana speaking, definitely. That light was bestowed upon you by a certain woman, was it not? Leave everything to me, my dear. I promise I shall make this into a most beautiful tale. Yes, I am giving you special treatment. A rare act of kindness from me. Of warmth. You do not wish her to know the truth, and I can make better use of her like this. So, it is to both of our benefits to rewrite the woman you loved. Huh. So who is she talking to right now? Us, the player, as the master? Is she talking to Michelle or the white-haired girl? I mean, we are talking about the white-haired girl, I assume. You having been trapped in perpetual darkness, found the light in the same house where I withered away. Yeah? That light was bestowed upon you by a certain woman, was it not? Maybe this is Morgana talking to Michelle? Question mark? Leave everything to me, my dear. I promise I shall make this into a most beautiful tale. Yes, I am giving you special treatment, a rare act of kindness from me, of warmth. You do not wish her to know the truth. I assume the white-haired girl. And I should call her by her name, Giselle, but still. And I can make better use of her, like this. Not knowing the truth. So it is to both of our benefits. Rewrite the woman you loved. Okay. So, this is... If I'm not mistaken, this is Morgana talking about one of the white-haired girl's lovers. Sorry, talking to one of the white-haired girl's lovers. Yeah. Assumedly, Michelle, who will probably end up having a relationship with her. And, who knows? We could be Michelle. The master could be Michelle. Us, the player. Not quite sure. I think that would make the most logical sense in my head, but it could still be, I don't know, Jacopo or the others. I don't think any of the other doors, I mean, beyond door 2 and door 4 have had these censored, so it could easily also be Yukimasa. Imagine if the master is Yukimasa. Just losing grip on language, and that's why we have those dots there, are censored words there. Like the previous line felt like she was talking to us, and this line is talking to the white-haired girl's lover. So are we her lover? I don't know. We'll see. Skip forward. Or, well, not skipping, but just quickly advancing the text. Hello, Michelle. Okay. No lines here that are being censored. Interesting. Because it's about not knowing the truth, or it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't pertain to the truth Morgana wants to keep hidden. Did Morgana, after dying, become absorbed by the mansion? Sure. Maybe the maid is Morgana. The dark-haired maid. Yeah. Nothing new and no censoring so far. There was only that beginning part when talking about God, then the chapel scene, and then in future in the back garden scene. Yeah, the book's falling, much like when we when we were going through them in the mansion tour before entering door 4. Hello, Michelle. This is where we learn her name. Right? Oh, there we go. It's back. It was Michelle. I'm so sorry, your books. What were you doing? Why did it come back here? Like, I'm really struggling to figure out if there is a rhyme or reason for when these censoring things take place. Is it about the topic itself? Yeah, if you want to read Help Yourself to any of the books, read Help Yourself. Funny that those are the words. Censored. Help yourself. You're free to use them however you wish. Use. You wish. Look. Use. You wish. Look. Buy. These are all the books, yeah. Incredible, you have so many. Okay, talk about Michelle's family is not being censored. Is it in... Are we just censoring some stuff when it is talking about either God or the white-haired girl? Could you tell me your name? Michelle, like the Archangel. Okay. I think it's a wonderful name. And your... Might owe my name. My name is Giselle. Giselle, yeah. Yeah, but it will be too late when you realize the truth. Wait. You're welcome to believe I am lying, or that I'm merely... Oh, right, about his touching thing. No censoring there. Sure. White hair and red eyes is not censored, interestingly enough. Okay. Hmm. No more censoring in this scene, I guess. Oh. Yeah. If it's not, please consider it if it's not too much trouble. Consider trouble. Sometimes the choice of censoring certain couple of words in the sentence is really spooky. But mostly it feels quite random. Okay, scene change. Do we get another piece of red text? Even a chapter switch. No. Interesting. Oh, fuck this cellar. Okay. And now we enter. Is this the scene where we get the box, or does that come afterwards? No, it comes first, yeah. Oh, some censoring here. I was just down in the cellar and I noticed you were running low on food. I haven't been outside in a very long time. Yeah. Sure. Nothing more. Knock, 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 indeed. Find the answer yourself. So bright. Sure. No red text or censorship. Sure. By the way, we're going all the way to where we left off this way, because I still want to see if we missed any other red texts. Those seem highly important. I think after this part I'm gonna go and write all of them down. And we'll look at them and try to figure shit out at the start of the next part, probably. Yeah, no censorship. Imprisoned? Yeah, interestingly, very little censorship in this part. There's... Okay. I'll show you my curse, though. Why was it blocked there, but not earlier? Well, I guess it was in quotation marks. Sure. And no red thing here, yeah. Killed by you. And I remember this scene having a good amount of censorship. Butterfly. Oh, but there, the curse is censored. Yeah, I guess it's just random. There's so much censorship here. Well. There are more than just ant corpses too. Is this... came too long ago. Hmm. Sure, sure. I forget, was there a scene after this one, or do we now go straight to the... No, I think there was the bedroom scene, yeah. And then we go... No, not that button. Then we go to the chapel. To the stained glass. Leave this place. Yeah. White-haired girl basically declaring her love here. Was a very romantic scene. Or emotional. Heartfelt. Tragical. They're very kind-hearted. Yeah. I remember the line. I don't have amnesia. Unlike the master of the mansion. Or maybe I do. Sure. I know you understand how that's blank, yeah? Only to watch him die, never again. Watch them die. My mother was the first to die, yeah? Wet nurse. Forbidden to make contact. Numerous people lost their lives. Yeah. Mother was the first to die. It was, yeah. Day after my birth. It happened, shortly after, yeah. It was my wet nurse. 2 deaths could be considered a coincidence, but as the something, it became clear that I was cursed or something, yeah. And I was banned or prohibited from making contact with anyone. Yeah. So interestingly, when Michelle first appeared in the chapel, there was a glitch, and when we go there next time, there will be another glitch then. But I don't think there was any glitch effect when we... Please don't get... Yeah. I don't think there was any... Damn. Might really love you. Damn. I don't think there was any glitch effect when we first met Michelle between door 2 and 3, I want to say. This was power that evoked images of witches or demons, the unclean and the impure. Yeah. Yeah, this next scene I'm curious about if there were any interesting things I missed. Any red text. Nothing here so far. I'm sorry, this is taking so much time with not progressing forward with the story, but I think it's good to not miss anything. It is what it is. Also, it helps that I can kinda go through the story again. Help me get more immersed. And emotionally invested. Necklace, yep. Ah, okay. Sorry, you're forgiven. Now come in. Okay. Here we go. Oh boy. starts when we came into the master bedroom, where the man in the painting told us not to go. Well, us, the master. It happened when the white-haired girl came in. I kind of want to go back to the previous doors and read their backlogs too if there was anything there when shit went down. Like when Nelly started yelling at Giselle. If there was anything unique in the in the backlog. Just a single Oh boy. Don't call me Lord, please. One thing I'm afraid that I am missing is oh cool, very cool. Is if it says a line in the dialogue there, but then I go to the backlog and it's a different line. I'm afraid of missing those, but I hope they don't do that. Because I will definitely miss those. Images are slithering into my head, replacing memories before they can surface. Stop. Yeah, okay, so Morgana talked about not letting the assumedly the white-haired girl not know the truth. So Morgana is actively, or maybe this is us the master, I don't know. Either us the master or Morgana. Either us the master or the white-haired girl. One or the other is saying this. But I assume this is the white-haired girl because we have been mostly from her POV in this door. Yeah. Replacing her memories. Not letting her see the truth. Not letting her learn the truth. Don't call me Lord, please. Alright, then I'll just call you Michelle, and you will... And will you please call me Giselle? Something... The windows. What? If we could open the windows. Very curious. Never mind. Yeah. Very spooky. Oh great, and then it just I'm sure there was still plenty for me to learn of the blank, the most difficult to. Yeah. Not only do you have a no. Yeah. I guess it's less about words being censored and about more about these being basically the memories of the white-haired girl or the master being censored and replaced. And that's just how the game visually displays that. I'm like some kind of a blank that can't be too blank. Much better. What a beautiful story. Much better than the real thing, is it not, my dear? Yeah. Like, obviously, this is Morgana speaking, but this language here very much fits the vibe of the dark-haired maid. And now, back to present with the glitch. With the lovely sounds of the worms. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, that took like, I don't know. How long did that take? I mean, that took way too long. We'll try to get some story done here, but, you know, I don't think we're gonna be finishing it this part. Maybe next part. Depending if we're even close to the climax of this door. You know, I think this is like the final door or something, so it might be way longer. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we are recording. Just had to make sure, because we're finally heading to new content. That day, when I first saw Giselle, I'm just gonna say Giselle. I don't think it matters too much, because both Giselle and Giselle are fine ways to say the name, so, you know, I'm just gonna pick and choose one of them. That day, when I first saw Giselle, I was wary of her, apprehensive. I didn't want her anywhere near me. Ah, glitch. But, as my doubts about her faded, yeah, we are currently in... yeah, we're definitely currently in Michelle's POV, and this sound in the background is killing me. I wonder if it's his curse, or if all the previous talks were about actually replacing Michelle's memories. Though Morgana called the target of the not knowing target being her, she. So I don't know. As my doubts about her faded, because this sound here in the background feels like either bugs inside the head, or, you know, memories being replaced or something weird. I began feeling something very different, as though the lump in my heart had been melted away. I began to yearn for her to be at my side. Yeah. First at the butt, then glitch, and I began to yearn. Glitch. When you switch emotions or become more attached, it glitched. Knowing full well it couldn't possibly last. Knowing full well how foolish it was. Wow, this sound. I found myself captivated by her. Found myself captivated by her and then glitched. I found myself wishing to have her stay with me. Goodbye, Giselle. Someone hug me. I need help. Yeah, and that was the end of the chapter. Damn, I ended it a bit too early last time then. Oh boy. And that... whoa. And that marked the true beginning of their quiet days together in the Dark Mansion. They acknowledged and accepted each other's presence, no longer isolating themselves, but actively, regularly, conversing. As mundane as it might seem, it was something they had been unable to attain until then. Yeah. I really don't know if I should try to, like, immerse and attach myself to their love story, like, be like, yeah, that's so sweet, and try to feel it and be in it, or if I should be feeling scared because of we are being shown a fake story of something that actually didn't happen. Oh boy. Nevertheless, they were still somewhat fumbling around in the dark with one another, drawing closer and pushing away again. Ebb and flow. That is how human relationships go. Sorry about the constant back and forth to the backlog. It's just I don't want to miss anything. Michel, in his own ungraceful way, was beginning to open himself up to the things she said, and the white-haired girl was beginning to smile with greater frequency. It is interesting that we keep using in the dialogue the name white-haired girl despite getting her actual name. Like here, even in the name box, it says white-haired girl instead of Giselle, right? And the maid here is referring to her as the white-haired girl, which is like, maybe her name actually isn't Giselle because we're being told a fake story. But, you know, we'll see. They had taken to dining together, and her wish of learning to read was being granted. He taught her in the feeble light of a candle placed upon the table, the two sitting across from one another. Though Michel seemed to be well educated, he had not been instructed in the art of teaching, so he found the process quite grueling. Yeah. I don't think any of the maid lines have been censored so far, so. But to the white-haired girl, the longer it took, the better. Her primary objective was, after all, to spend time with him. The days passed, and eventually, she reached the point where her comprehension was adequate enough without assistance. Her next request, then, was for them to read through a book together. Yeah, censoring continues as soon as we get back here. Have you blank blank? Have you read every book in the library? No, I stopped looking at them after a while. Most everything I'm sent is dull, uninformative wreck. The Diary of a Lord, foolish make-believe tales. You're not fond of fiction, I take it? Always love it when there are lines like this in stories. What value is there in lies and fantasies of another? Plenty. Stories can be invigorating. Tales of adventure can take you places you could never go. Legends of heroes, folklore, stories of otherworldly phenomena. They can be terrifying, and they can be exhilarating. They may not be real, but they give you a little glimpse into the author's heart. You feel like you're seeing the same thing they saw. Okay, game. Okay, game. Surely. At first I was like, yeah, but then the second half, it's like, they had us in the first half, not gonna lie. Same thing they saw. Are you sure about that? You are a very empathetic girl. Censored. Fiction inspires nothing of the sort in me. However, perhaps long ago, it may have been able to, though I can no longer remember what it feels like. I'm sure it'll come back to you. You're not an empty man. Sorry, I'm making you uncomfortable again. How about we read this book today? Ooh. to be looking like a thick book. Very cool. It appears to be a collection of legends. You haven't read this one yet, then? That's good to hear. It'll be more enjoyable if it's a new experience for the both of us. It looks like it's a record of local legends? Ooh, local legends. Would there by this point already have been the Arthurian legends written? If I remember correctly, it happened somewhere in like the 9th century, and this is the tail end of 11th, right? The book is the book is divided into several sections, though it appears to be mostly superstitions. I am curious what kind of stories this area has. The two of them were looking down at a simple, undecorated volume. As the white-haired girl had said, it seemed to be a collection of local legends, passed down generation to generation. They sat across from one another at the table, her turning the pages, and Michelle simply watching so as to not brush against her. Eventually, her eyes were drawn to a particular word on one of the pages, bringing her hands to a stop. Let me guess. Witch? The witch. That chapter detailed the story of a witch, or more precisely, said witch's curse. The story went something like this. Oh no, Black Swirl. Okay, let's learn about Morgana. Or Michelle, you never know. There once was a witch skilled in the dark arts. She lived a meager but peaceful life alongside the other villagers. Ooh, kinda mirroring the white-haired girl. But then a long drought struck the village, which the people blamed on the witch. Yeah? The witch was sentenced to death, and as the fire blazed around her, smoke rose high into the air. Yeah, that's different from what Morgana had. Morgana died in the mansion, right? And this is what was supposed to be happening to the white-haired girl. She escaped. The smoke soon became rain clouds, blessing the village with an end to the drought. Yeah. The crops were revitalized, and the villagers fancied themselves heroes. Good job, villagers, you sacrificed a witch. However, the rain also brought madness upon the people. Though the earth below them was lush and fertile, the villagers were losing their minds. Interestingly enough, I learned of a similar story in a different game very recently. Huh. Okay. I wonder if they were pulled from the same legend. And they eventually began to take each other's, lives. Yeah, that's the exact same thing that happened in the other one. Okay. The witch still lived on, in the form of a curse. Many fell victim to the witch's curse. Though it did not only take It also fulfilled people's desires. Sure. The villagers had gone mad, but their wish for freedom from the drought had been granted. Yeah. I was just thinking in the other game, I think there was also drought there. Yeah. But it was more focused on the foolhardiness and the folly of the villagers being stupid and sacrificing people to grant their own wishes. Thus, the legend has been passed down as follows. The witch will grant your wish in exchange for great sacrifice. As smoke in the sky, she watches down upon us from above. To reach the witch, climb for the heavens. But know that road is a road to destruction. Interesting. Indeed. Yeah, as soon as we've changed back to this censored. People still believe the witch's legend, even now, I suppose. That's why false accusations of being a witch. This is not an area very welcoming to outsiders, much like Javi's city. Especially one who stands out as much as you. So much censoring. What brought you to this region in the first place? Mine is a story I'm sure you've heard before. I was cast out of my house. I come from a very poor family. We could barely even afford to keep everyone fed. So in door 1 she was poor, in door 2 she was rich enough to get a boat, she crashed down. No. Did we ever learn how she came to the mansion in door 2? We know she came from the forest, right? Was she being chased by animals? Did she have a memory loss there? Door 3 she was from a wealthy family, and now she's poor. Sure. Being as weak as I am, it was only natural that I would be the first to go. I see. What I don't understand, though, is why the witch is said to grant people's wishes. That is to say, she had reason enough to hold a grudge, but not to give people things they asked for. All we have to go on is a few pages. Yeah, we don't know the full story. We're not being told the full story. I see you, game. I see you. There's no saying what might have been changed or added over time. And it's almost certain that the entire legend isn't written here. Yeah. That said, if we are to accept everything as written, you can infer what the witch's reasoning might have been. Can we? And that is... You truly want it that much, you can have it. But I'll make certain your suffering outweighs it. Sure. But why would the witch be evil like that? Despair that comes after a moment of happiness is far more agonizing than despair alone. This is one of my favorite types of lines from a certain, I guess it's a novel first, but a certain anime. Love that line. Um, hmm. I presume that is why the witch decided to grant people's wishes. That is one way to look at it. Yeah, I wonder if in that sense, if we would ever learn why the witch is evil like that, or if it's just a given. It's just a given, an assumption, an assumed thing that she would be, which would be evil because witches are evil inherently by nature or something. I don't know. Except our white-haired girl, unless she actually is. I wonder if this story altering has been going on in the other doors too, but there just hasn't been any indication of it. Well, clearly in door 2 there was for Yukimasa. May I ask something? Go on. When I first arrived here, you told me that a cursed witch used to live in this mansion. After reading this legend, I'm now finding it hard to believe you made that up simply to scare me away. I appropriated the tale, nothing more. It is said that the witch was born in this house. What? Quite the place my family found for me. But it was a clever decision putting me here, I think. Not many people are likely to come near a house with such a pedigree. The censoring stopped. But... no, never mind. That makes sense. I suspect I know what she was going to say then. If the witch is said to grant wishes, then wouldn't that also attract people who so desperately want something? They do not care what price they must. They do not care what price they must pay. And perhaps she was correct. Perhaps there had been those who had come to the mansion chasing after the legend. And perhaps they had encountered Michelle, touched him, and lost their lives. Yikes. On that day, in the garden, he had said, "Many things are buried here." Perhaps that included such visitors. Maybe. Probably. Makes sense to me. If that is what's going on in this game, if this is the real story. I wonder if that story might be more than mere superstition. If the witch of legend really did exist, what would you do? It might be nice to talk to her, maybe. That's all? Really? I feel a little bad for her, though. The only people who ever visit her are there to ask for something, after all. I can only imagine just how lonely that must be. I swear I cannot comprehend the way your mind works. Sorry. Although, if we assume the legend is true, I have an idea what climb for the heavens might mean. Oh? The mansion has an observation tower, and we did see the white-haired girl looking at it when she first arrived. Or, I suppose, what used to be an observation tower. At any rate, it is quite a tall structure, and we were before entering door 4, we were walking up to, presumably, said observation tower. Interesting. That's definitely where the climax of this story will take place then. Yeah. This is the house where the witch was supposedly born. A tower reaching for the heavens. Seems like the perfect place to find her, if she really is here. Yeah. And there's still the story about from door 1, that white-haired girl told to Mel about the girl locked in a tower like thing. That relates to this. Oh, yes, I remember seeing a rather tall structure as I first approached the mansion. Would you like to see it? Of course. Please lead the way. Okay. The two of them left the library and made their way to the room with the stained glass window. At the far end of that room were the stairs to the observation tower. Oh boy, spooky. The tale of the witch had piqued the white-haired girl's interest, inspiring her to put herself forward to satisfy that curiosity, and that will be her downfall. She had, after all, been accused of being a witch herself, so she undoubtedly felt an affinity to the legend. What a sweet girl she was. Past tense. Scary. And as they open the door, as they climb the stairs, they find Michelle and the white-haired girl find the dark-haired maid and the master of the mansion. And the time loop is complete or something. I don't know. Probably not. With Michelle in the lead, the two climbed a long spiral staircase. The spirality doesn't help. There were many more stairs than the white-haired girl had anticipated, and she soon found herself short of breath. Rectangular windows were carved out of the stone in regular intervals. Peering through one of them, she could see a village in the distance. A pleasantly cool, high-altitude breeze brushed across her face. No, didn't mean to press that. After much climbing, they finally arrived at the top, where a door made of partially rotted wood stood. Already at that time it was rotted. Then again, I guess it's not really fair to assume that something would be more or less rot now or in the past or in the future, because this mansion can seemingly repair itself or something, attune itself to the visitors and the ever-changing masters. Michelle pulled open the door, revealing a small room with no windows or doors in sight. Do we get to look inside? Oh yeah, that reminds me of... Definitely, isn't this the kind of the same Midge as we had in this story? In the first door, the white-haired girl told the Mel. Oh boy. This is the top of the tower? Despite it being called an observation tower, you could hardly observe anything from there. Her face contorted in confusion, the white-haired girl threw her gaze about the room. Glancing up, she saw only a darkened ceiling, and slightly below it, a single small window through which shone a little ray of light. The beam cleaved through the darkness like the sharpened blade of a beautiful sword. A good light breaks through the darkness. Definitely hasn't happened in this game so far. The darkness draped over the rest of the room only served to make more impressive that solitary ray of light, yeah? It had a magical, fairy tale quality to it. As if being pulled in by it, she drew toward the light. Aren't you kinda allergic to light? Sensitive to it? I suspect there was once a large window in this room. If you look closely, you can see the seams in the stone wall. Like there, maybe? I don't know. There, maybe? The color of the stone slightly differs on either side of the seams. I presume something caused them to seal off the window after it was built. Though I don't know what that something might still be. I'm not using might have been. Past tense. Okay. Ooh. Okay, this is what she looks like here. Very pretty. God, I love the red eyes. Her ear looks a bit weird. Maybe that's normal, I don't know. Yeah, no censoring there. When Michelle's eyes fell upon the white-haired girl wrapped in that beam of light, he sputtered to a stop. Yeah. The man who never flinched at anything, who had long since distanced himself from such stirrings of the heart, was utterly bewitched. Good word to use here. But yeah, I very much adore all the art in this game, all the character art. The backgrounds are, you know, they work. The rose garden is very cool looking though. He had never seen her illuminated so vividly before, and he was having a great deal of trouble finding the words to describe her striking beauty. Yeah, the fact that she has such a pale skin, because she avoids the light and or sun, and then when she is finally basking in it, it really gives you an ephemeral feeling. Always love it when that happens in stories. In reality, though, I'm very pale myself because I spend most of my days in darkness or inside, and when I go out, it definitely doesn't give me this ephemeral aura. It just looks like I'm a basement dwelling goblin or something, like an undead. But here it works for her. For someone who had been chased out of her home and accused of being a witch, the white-haired girl looked less like a practitioner of the dark arts and more like one of the hosts of heaven. Michel undoubtedly felt the same way, for his gaze was affixed firmly upon her. Aww, that's a great CG. Love that. Dazzling, isn't it? Like a staircase leading to heaven. Man, I really love this version of this art piece. Yeah. Yeah, yes, perhaps so. Is something the matter? No, no, I'm fine. Whoa. Okay. Question mark, question mark, question mark. As a bit of an aside, I'd like to share with you a little fact of life, my dear. Humans have a far greater capability to hurt, betray, and forsake others than they do to love, trust, and protect them. And that's precisely what the majority of people do. Yes, I believe you know good and well. Yes, I believe you know good and well that no matter how much you may trust someone, they're still going to abandon you in the end. And then everything afterwards being censored. Whoa. Okay. um, hmm. You know, it feels like there's something odd in the air here. Yeah, a looming presence of a witch constantly reorganizing your mind. It feels like someone actually might be listening. Game. Ah, if if the witch were to speak to you, what would you say to her? Oh my god. My dear friend, the two of us have much more in common with each other than anyone else. We both suffered at others' hands, and we both deserve to have our vengeance. Hmm. I would ask her to tell me her true feelings, to tell me what kind of a person she was and what kind of pain she had to endure. I just want to know how she felt. This woman people branded a witch. The legend was written from a neutral perspective. Hmm. But has this story, the house in Fata Morgana, been written from a neutral perspective? It's possible she was a fearsome witch. It's also possible she wasn't. I get the feeling she was just persecuted, like me. Whoa. Okay, cool. A whole ass conversation skipped there. Uh, Go on. What's the matter? Make this tale into your reality. Surrender yourself in this moment to this beautiful story and remain here in the mansion with Giselle. Watch in this moment, this dream. Who are you? Well, that's a surprise. You actually have a conscious mind. And are you aware of who you are? You know nothing. Who are you? Someone you once spent a great deal of time with. Ooh. Interesting. Hmm. Dot dot. I must say, I am impressed you made it back here, my dear. Your soul was ground into dust. Oh, what the hell happened? Betrayal, maybe? Dot dot dot. It will all come back to you eventually. And then I'll be there with you again, my dear, whispering into your ear for centuries to come. And this time I will not fail. I'll mold your soul into the same shape as mine. An interesting idea that just popped into my mind, although I don't know how it would in reality work. Well, in reality, haha. Morgana is actually the white-haired girl from way far into the future. She goes through all her incarnations and eventually grows bitter, because she's very pure here. But eventually she goes through so many tragedies that she comes to resent humanity, and that somehow makes her into a dark witch, and then she starts altering reality, which makes her somehow put her place of origin way back in the past, and make everyone's connections with this mansion be something very different. That's probably not what's going on, but that was an idea that just popped in my head. Like me and you. Sorry, I need to. Unlike you, I truly am impure. Yeah? Disagree all you want, but my touch kills. I'm a strange, incomprehensible, irrational creature. Or maybe I'm not even a living being, and that's why when I touch something that is, I bring them death. What a wonderful little show these puppets are putting on for us, wouldn't you say? Yeah, they're having a lovely romance story of trying to how do you put this? They're trying to find solidarity in the fact that they are different, and trying to come to grips with living with that fact, and not caring, hopefully by the end of the story, at others mocking them, or like believing that, eventually coming to terms to believe with the fact that it's okay to be different. I feel like that's the essence of this story they're going for, this little romance here. Gaining trust in others, or at least one person. But yeah, what is the real thing going on behind the scenes? If only I actually were a witch. If only I actually had some kind of extraordinary power, regardless of whether it came from God or the devil. Then I would be able to grant people's wishes. My wish need not be granted. Oh, interesting. Yeah, talking about whether it came from God or devil, granting people's wishes. Giselle? Giselle? Being confused, like, what the hell are you saying, girl? But it's what I want too. I wish to be able to touch you. Smile. I wish to be able to touch you. Indeed, that is Giselle. The white-haired girl standing there is Giselle. Is she? Game, what are you doing? I'm scared. I would be perfectly content with nothing changing, with us never being able to touch one another. That's a weird line, but sure, I can understand the sentiment. I would be more than happy with that. But I'm allowed to dream, aren't I? doesn't have to be in this life. Oh, are you currently aware that you have multiple lives? Or are you just, the make-believe of, I hope I do have a second life, and if I do, we meet there again, that kind of type. I pray the day will come that we can get closer, even if it has to happen in another life. Happiness is very much a stranger to me. But am I allowed to dream too? Are you? You are. Also, interestingly, kind of a role reversal here. With Michelle obviously being a big reference to Archangel Michael. But in this moment, she is the one who is the ephemeral, the mystical, appearing in light, being shown a literal god ray on her, being Michelle's salvation, basically being Michelle's angel here. We once read a book together. It was by the fireplace. Oh. Huh. Well, that's something that happened with Michelle and the white-haired girl. Are we saying that the whole time this hasn't been Morgana and this was Michelle? Michelle's actual inner thoughts that did cross my mind at some point? Or maybe this is just actually Morgana, but it's just talking about her memories. I will never touch you. I swear it. But I would like to dream about it. I would like to imagine placing my hand upon your cheek. You can. Imagine placing my hand against your cheek. You did not. Those memories are false. Books belong in the library. Why would they be by the fireplace? Ah, I see. So this is two people having a yeah. I kinda thought about that, but yeah. Yeah. This is two question marks, two different people having a conversation, so not all of the lines are. So this is from whoever is not Morgana. And this is Morgana answering. Indeed, that is Giselle. Yeah. This is Giselle. Sorry, this is Morgana. This is Morgana. This is not. This is us? Question mark. Or Michelle, or the white-haired girl. This is Morgana, yeah. Or yeah. Fake memories. So this makes me think that it is Michelle who's conversing with Morgana here. Why would they be by the fireplace? You can. Reach your hand out for me. Uh-oh. What are we doing? Also, I just realized, reach your hand out to me in the opening art, promo art image. Probably Michelle's hand reaching out for the white-haired girl. That's spooky. I will imagine it too. I am imagining your fingers running through my hair, brushing up against my skin. I can feel your warmth. So red shade there. Oh, lovely. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Dot, 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 sorry. Curse them, slaughter them, revile them, inflicting eternal suffering on all their souls. Take revenge on the fools who laughed as we agonized. Oh boy. There was a wall between them, a wall they could not cross. For if they did, it would mean the end. It would mean the white-haired girl's death. No matter how much they yearned for it, they could not touch one another, so they did so within the confines of their imagination, envisioning it in as much detail as they could manage. Okay, yeah. Now we're away from... because we are back to the storytelling perspective. It was sad, but sweet. A moment of pristine, untainted beauty. The two of them emanated serenity, as fitting as the word cursed might have been to the mansion as a whole. At the top of the observation tower, a pure bond was being shared. A fleeting moment between a young man with a cursed touch and a kind-hearted, beautiful girl. The dream did not last long. No, her god is quite cruel, or Morgana. Curse them, slaughter them, revile them, inflict eternal suffering on all their souls, take revenge on the fools who laughed as we agonized. They simply wanted to be together. That was all. Their wish was hardly unreasonable. Only a quiet, peaceful life together. But misfortune was creeping ever nearer, its footsteps growing more and more pronounced. Chapter end. Don't give me a glitch. Knock, knock, knock. Yeah. Okay. I think that's where we will leave it this time. Oh boy. So Morgana has fully entered the story and is conversing with what I assume to be Michelle, but could be just us, the master, or the white-haired girl too. But let's assume it's Michelle. That seems to make most sense. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. This is really scary. Like, I despise jump scares, but this is more chilling to the bone. I love it, but I hate it. If you know what I mean. It's the best kind of suspense. Man, I'm so glad we went back to read those because it gave me a bit of a better understanding. I think between this part and next part, I'm gonna compile those red lines and just have them images as ready so I can go between them and look at them in detail. And yeah, we'll look at them at the start of the next part and maybe finish Door 4 next time, or maybe it takes 2 more videos, not sure. And then whatever happens afterwards. I don't know, maybe the true story of this visual novel is finally being revealed. Oh boy. I'm loving it. I'm loving this game so much. It's such a different thing to anything else I've ever done. Like, yeah, I've played through stuff that hasn't been voiced or is more meta, but not. I've never had all of these combinations, like the suspense, the harrowing nature, the more methodical and literature driven and story meta driven stuff together with classical tales being given twists and religion also. Mm. All those things together make this a very unique thing. I'm so glad I've gotten to experience it so far. I've already recommended this to a couple of my friends. I'm not sure if they will ever play through this visual novel, but one of them might. I don't know. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. Patreon, early access up to 2 weeks. Link down in the description. Cool. See ya.